What's good, YouTube? Akil here, back with another video, and today I'm going to share some of my best Poshmark pickups. Now, all of these shoes are shoes that I either kept in my personal collection or shoes that I bought with the intention to flip on eBay. Mainly because you can find some really good deals on Poshmark, especially on used shoes. Now, like I said, the majority of these items are already sold, but I actually still have some of them in the personal collection. So I'll go through everything that I still have, and the ones that I sold, I'll tell you guys how much I picked them up for and how much they sold for on eBay. Now, before we get into today's video, I usually always go live Thursday 6 p.m. Mountain Standard Time, so I'll be checking in with you guys later on today, and that's usually just like office hours for me. I'll stay on there for just about an hour, sometimes a little longer, and answer any reseller or entrepreneur questions that you guys may have. So if you guys are interested in that, check in later on today and I'll definitely be there. Like I said, maybe an hour, sometimes a little longer. So if you guys are interested in that, definitely tune in later on today, and without further ado, let's get into it. Alright, y'all, so first up we got 3 pairs of these Nike tennis shoes, and all of these shoes are actually meant for tennis. I don't know what it was why this person actually bundled up all of these shoes and sold them for such a low price. As soon as I saw the listing, I just went ahead and I tried to take full advantage of it, because I usually sell some of those shoes anywhere between like 60 and 80 bucks, and that's right where I was able to sell all of those shoes for, just around 60 to 80. I think the Vault colorway sold for the most amount of money, and that's what I was expecting. So sometimes I come across some really good deals, especially bundles like this, and like I said, I don't know why they priced it so cheap, and it was 65 bucks that they accepted the offer for, and Poshmark of course charges shipping and tax. So basically all 3 shoes were just 25 bucks a piece, and on average I sold them for just about 75 bucks, so I made some really decent profit on those. As I'm editing this video, I almost forgot to mention, I usually use Poshmark credit to do a lot of this type of sourcing online, and basically the way I get Poshmark credit is anytime somebody signs up for Poshmark for the first time and they use my invitation link. So a lot of people thankfully have been signing up with Poshmark using my invitation link, so sometimes some of the Poshmark credit just tends to build up, and that's usually when I'll go on there and try to find some steals. And basically if you guys sign up using my link, you'll get $10 and I'll get $10, so basically everybody wins. So if you guys are interested in that, make sure you check that first link in the description. I'll put it right there so you guys can easily find it. But like I said, you get 10, I get 10, and everybody wins. Next up we got a pair of Jordan Cement 3s, and I actually picked these up for 60 bucks. These were actually in my size as well, and 60 bucks for a pair of Cement 3s is a really good deal. Now I already have these shoes dead stock right now. I just wanted to have it in the personal collection. Pretty sure I'll eventually sell those later down the road, but I wanted to just have a pair that I can just rock anytime I felt like it, and just kind of, you know, just throw it on to the gym and stuff like that. So like I said, really good deal, and if I wanted to flip these right now, I can, and clean them up of course, I'd probably get anywhere between like 120, maybe 140 for these, especially since I don't have the box. If I did have the box and they were in a little better condition, I could probably price them a little higher and just wait for the right buyer to come along. So like I said, some shoes I keep in the collection, some shoes I usually do flip, but at the end of the day, usually all of the shoes they eventually do sell. But this one I've had for maybe 3 or 4 months, and I'll probably keep this for a little while longer before I actually let these go. Next up we got a pair of Jordan 4s in that cool gray colorway, and these are actually the original cool gray 4s. I spent a little more than I probably should have on these. These are actually 75 bucks, and if I was to sell these, I'll probably, you know, after cleaning them up of course, I'll probably get maybe 100, maybe 120, because after a while the cool gray 4s wasn't as popular when they first dropped, but since they re-released a few months ago, the price on these have definitely went up, and they're selling just about maybe 250 to 300 depending on the size. So like I said, these are the OGs. I don't have the box for these either, but I probably won't even be selling these, because when I found these online, I really just pulled the trigger and I grabbed these up as soon as possible. I think the seller at the time was asking for 100, and I sent them an offer for 75, and once they accepted it, I was good with that. And I've been wearing these every now and then, but I don't wear them too often. But at the end of the day, still really glad I was able to pick these up for only 75 bucks. Next up, we got a pair of these Nike Air Vapormax 2019s in this black and gold colorway, and I picked these up for 50 bucks, and I picked these up back in May, and those sold maybe 2 weeks after I picked them up. As you guys can see, these shoes were in a really good condition, probably worn maybe 3 or 4 times, maybe a little more than that, but at the end of the day, shoes are in really good condition, and I flipped them on eBay for I think 110 bucks. I'll see if I can find the pictures on there for you guys when they actually did sell. But like I said, those shoes were in really good condition. I didn't even need to clean them up too much, and I made some decent profit on those. And the best part about selling shoes for over 100 bucks on eBay is that you save that money on fees. So overall, made some really good profit on those. Next up, we got another pair of Vapormax, but these are actually the Vapormax Plus in this black and Vault green colorway. Really dope shoe. I actually picked these up for the personal collection at first, but once I got them in hand, that size 10 was just a little too small, and I'm too old to be trying to squeeze my feet in the shoes at this point. So I just went ahead and I flipped those, and I think those sold for like $130 or $140 on eBay. I'm pretty sure I can still pull up the pictures, and of course if I can, I'll throw it up on the screen for you guys to see the actual sale. But those sold within like 2 or 3 days of listing them. So Vapormax Pluses always sell for some decent profit, brand new or used, as long as they're not too beat up. And that shoe sold really quickly. I'm still on the hunt if I can find this same exact shoe in my size. I'll definitely hold on to those if I can find them, but I'm in no rush and I'm in no real need of shoes right now. But I'm still gonna be checking Poshmark because you never know what you find. Next up, we got a pair of Jordan 12s in this French blue colorway, and I only spent 55 bucks for these, which was a crazy deal. The person that was selling these, I think this was the only shoe that they actually had listed in their Poshmark Closet, and I think they were asking maybe 75 bucks. Sent them an offer for 55, and they just went ahead and accepted that. And the shoes were in really good condition. Honestly, if I need to actually clean these up because I wear these very often. I was just wearing these shoes just yesterday, but I probably will sell these later down the road. But I've never had a pair of French blue 12s, so I just wanted to make sure that I at least experienced it for a little while, and I'll probably sell it later down the road. But really dope shoe, really did like these, and if I wanted to sell these, I'll probably get maybe 100 bucks, maybe a little more. Next up, we got another bundle, and this is actually 3 pairs of foam posits, all with $40 a piece. So of course with the shipping and the tax, it all came out to $137, and I flipped all 3 of those shoes from about 100 to 130 bucks on eBay. They were a size 7.5, and not the best size for foam posits, but at the same time I was pretty sure that maybe a woman or maybe just a younger kid would definitely want to grab one of those shoes. And overall, I think it took maybe 2, maybe 3 weeks for all 3 of them to sell, but they sold really quickly. So I definitely made a lot of profit on those shoes. That was just a steal. And this person in particular had a lot of stuff in their Poshmark closet, but by the time I got to their closet, everything was flying off the shelves. They even had some Space Jams and a bunch of other shoes that were selling for really cheap, but this was a hell of a steal. So I'm glad I was able to come up on this, and this was one of the biggest reasons why I still keep going on Poshmark, because people just throw deals on that platform, and as long as you're on there consistently enough, you'd come across some really good steals. Next up is a pair of these Air Jordan 1s, and these are, I believe these are the rare Air Jordans. They had a few different colorways in these, the gray and black, the blue and black, blue, black and white, and I think they had orange, black and white as well. And these shoes were actually sitting in outlets for a very long time. I remember seeing them all the time, but people wasn't even interested in those shoes because the quality, like overall leather quality, was trash in my opinion. But as you guys know, right now Jordan 1s are super hot, super trendy. Everybody's trying to get their hands on some. So I picked these up on Poshmark for 40 bucks, and I ended up selling them for about 120 on eBay shortly after that. It probably took 2 weeks for those to sell, but they sold for some decent profit. And once again, because they sold for over 100 bucks, I saved some money on fees. And last but certainly not least, this was probably one of my favorite pickups. This is a pair of Air Jordan 4s in that Toro colorway. Really dope shoe. It was just like a fire red colorway, and this was in a size 9.5, so it definitely wasn't for me. But I remember selling those shoes for like 150 maybe 6 months ago, and then when I came across another pair in a size 9.5, which is even a better size, I just had to get my hands on those. And I think the person was asking maybe 90 bucks, and I sent them off for 75, and they accepted it, and I was just super happy about that. And like I said, they sold really quickly once I got my hands on them. I made some decent profit on it. If I can find it on eBay, I'll throw that screenshot up on here for you guys. But once again, definitely one of the main reasons why I like to source on Poshmark. Sometimes it could be tricky, especially nowadays since there's so many fakes. As you guys know, I just dropped a video a couple weeks ago when I told you guys that the seller actually exposed himself. I won't go into too much detail about that, but if you guys are interested in that video, I'll put it up in the card so you guys can check that out. But right now, Poshmark is kind of tough in terms of sourcing because overall the platform is just full of a lot of fakes. So you gotta know what you're looking for. You gotta know what types of shoes are actually trendy and those types of stuff. But if you know what you're looking for, you can definitely make some good money just sourcing on that app. Alright y'all, that's all I got for today's video. So if you guys enjoyed that one, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And if you guys source on Poshmark, drop in the comments. Let me know what you guys been finding, what you guys been picking up, and how much you sold it for. Because for me, it's all about the thrill of the hunt. Sometimes I might go on Mercari and see if I can find anything good. So I don't usually get too much wins on there, but I've sourced on there a couple times. I don't sell on Mercari, but I've definitely sourced on there a few times as well. But drop a comment, let me know if you guys do any online arbitrage and stuff like that, and you guys are finding some really good deals without even having to leave the house. So like I said, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.
For the winner, cause you felt like you was losing, only for the winner. Move just to keep from cooling like I should've never offered it. I'm tight and now I'm off this shit.